Girls, are you what? Boys and girls. That's what I was doing. I was going. No, what I was saying. Okay, let's start again. Hello, good morning. Trying to fix my hair for 10 minutes. Nothing goes in the right place, and I think the wording as well. It's just okay. Let's move on. So today, new big card. It's no communication. Yeah. Because I cannot express, obviously. Okay, let's go. Tupa, let's go. Let's go straight in. Woke up at 5:30 in the morning. Why? ¿Por qué? Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Pile number 1, no communication. That's what we do. 9 of Wands, King of Sword, King of Pentacle. Interesting. So, well, indeed, it's not easy. You might say, like, oh my God, we're going from one misunderstanding to the next. It is very aggressive, it's tense, it's not very nice, it's just so complicated. I'm sick and tired of it. Right. Yeah, communication is not going very well, I have to say. But it's not funny. But we have the 9 of Wands here. So then you have a 10 of Wands. Then that's it. This is the end of that cycle of misunderstanding, difficulties. It's just like, oh my God, it's such a mission, okay? However, it's the last push before the baby come out, if you see what I mean. So if I was you, I would be like, okay, it's not great, but it's going to get better very soon. Because after the 10 of Wands, you will have the Ace of Wands. So it has to go one more to get the memo, and then we can relax. And also it's about taking less responsibilities. Maybe bring things back to you in a sense like, what about me? What do I feel? Because that's what the 10 of Wands will be very soon. So go back to you, maybe detach yourself from that person. If they don't really know how to express emotion or anything, or if it's a boss in a nice way, they might well either shush or you back off, because why would you put yourself in that situation? I mean, seriously. So it's not always easy, because there is a person, King of Swords, male, female, doesn't matter, no gender. It's annoying because they feel a lot, but they have that bloody sword and they don't know how to express things nicely. It has to be cutting, it has to be hot and cold, they're pushing you away when really they love you. So why are they doing this? Protecting themselves and blah, 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 still traumatized by life and blah, blah, blah. We know the story. However, they're going to transform because they're visiting maybe the 4 kings. Again, it can be male or female, doesn't matter. We talk about an energy here. So they're visiting 4 kings in order to become an emperor. So even though it's difficult at the moment, you're almost there, because almost that person is going to be at the King of Pentacles stage level. So at that time, that would be very nice, because I would be, I know what I want and I want you. I treat you like a queen or like a king. I have values and principles. I don't fluff around with 100 people. And if it's a boss, I want you to be promoted because I trust your work. So the no communication at the moment is just a moment, right? So everything in life keeps transforming all the time, okay? We never stay the same. Blah, blah, blah. Some things stay the same. Anyhow, so yeah, at the moment it's not easy. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not great. But very soon we're going to deal with somebody like that. And that is quite remarkable. Let's have more information on this one. So we have, someone is looking at you, wishing to be with you. It can be someone who's holding on to the money, but they very much know that if they don't give you the money, you're going to go somewhere else. It's someone who's quite guarded because I'm with someone else and I don't know if I can do this, because I stay for the money, or I'm connecting to the money with that other person and I don't really know what to do with it. So at the moment it's not nice, and absolutely not. But transition, yeah. You think so? Well, yeah, we are 9 of Wands. We're going to get to 10 of Wands. We are getting to the 10 of Swords. No wonder it's the end of a cycle as well, because after the 10 of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords. So yes, you become an emperor, an empress, but obviously you have to go through this process. You don't do that having a cup of tea and a biscuit. You know, you don't have the time of your life when you transform into an emperor or an empress. So yes, you're going to go through this, which is not nice. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it again. However, you know, the universe is not that cruel. Universe give you what you can connect with and what you can deal with. And sometimes it's difficult to understand that. It's like, really, universe working for me? Really? I find it difficult. However, when you look back, how many times did you survive so much trouble? Look back and remember, because we tend to remember those moments, right? But it's like when you go through delivery of the baby, once again, once you have the baby, you forget it all. But the labor was not a walk in the park, right? So you see what I'm saying? Allow things to unfold. The universe is working for you, not against you, even though right now you might just think, I don't really see it. Just stand by. Go back to you. Go back to, your activities, your work. Ignore that person or trying to avoid that person if you're working with them or if you live with them. Trying to do other things just to give them the space, because you know what? That is a reflection of your problem, not mine. Okay, so let's just take your responsibility, and then things gonna unfold. It's like after the clouds, you finally the blue sky. Okay, so let's have a measure arcana for no communication, pile number 1. What do we have? Temperance. Yeah, piano. Protect yourself. Go back to yourself. Test the water. It's nice, very nice temperature. Okay, I'm back off, and I wait a little bit longer, and then maybe I can reapproach you or test the water again. Oh, it's too cold again, or whatever. And then finally, that's gonna, resolve itself. But at the moment, you cannot do anything about it. You have to hold on. And it's about trusting the universe, surrendering. Show me, as you would like to say. Okay, anyhow, part number 2, no communication. That's what we do. Queen of Wands, 10 of Wands, Queen of Cups. Wow. Yeah, so no communication. That could be that maybe they are 2 queens, maybe. And it can be male, female, doesn't matter. So maybe it's a bit busy out there, and something has to give. Because carrying those people is a lot of people, and maybe it's time to go back to the real deal. What about me? What do I want to do? Maybe back off for a while, and maybe that is the message of the day. If there is a situation with 2 queens, so 2 people, and you wonder why you're not communicating, or because maybe they're busy somewhere else. So we have to keep that in mind. It could be a third party issue, or it could very much be that you may have been perceived like this. Oh yeah, that is hot, very attractive, very all of the above. But now I perceive the feelings and the emotion underneath. So there is a transition. Because if someone was only about the ones, it was just sexual, it was just attraction, yeah, they're going to see you as the Queen of Wands. Male, female, doesn't matter. You're very hot, very desirable. But underneath is someone very humble. And there's someone who is a lot of love. And, you're protecting your heart because you feel like, oh, they just want a piece of me, right? But I have my feelings and I don't want to get hurt. So let's have more information, because I don't know which way we go on this one, right? Yeah, I think something is a little bit out of the capacities. They don't know. They're thinking a lot about the sword. But when you have a 5, number 5 is a kind of a crossroad. Which way am I going, right or left? I don't know. I still don't know. And how do I cope with it? I don't know, right? So yeah, here you go. Now we have an understanding. It's a reconciliation. If there are 3 people in a picture, the decision is going to be made and you guys come back together. And if it was something a little bit like va-va-voom to start with, now it's developing into cups. I'm giving you the cup of love. So either way is positive, okay? I'm not trying to make the readings positive, but this is a possibility that is about reconciliation. And it's about maybe developing a very sexy connection into something much more emotional and sentimental, and nothing wrong with that. And a lot of relationships, they start by an attraction, and it's physical. Like, wow, I saw her, or I saw him, like, woo, something like this. Woo. But then it can develop into something else. Okay, that's not a problem. Let's not judge the story. Okay, story as stories, that's it. It's life. So let's see, Emperor. Oh, we have 2 cards, Emperor and a Hangman. Yeah, you think so? So the Emperor is someone who is opening at the level of the heart. So something could have been very physical, King of Wands to Queen of Wands, for example, or 2 King of Wands, whatever, or 2 Queen of Wands, doesn't matter. suddenly, oh, hold on a minute, I want to open my heart and I want to move towards you to let you know. And yes, I used to hang a certain way, and suddenly, boom, I hang in the other way because I see a future with you and I want to open my heart to you because I think it's worth it. And even though I'm a bit scared, maybe I've never been an emperor before, I know for a fact that this is a natural flow. Et voila. On this note, have a beautiful day and I see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.